Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Crazy Space Adventures. Today we're going to witness the hilarious journey of our spaceship expert. He just wanted to steal a spaceship and make a quick getaway, but once on board, he realized he was completely clueless. This was the Empire's latest test pilot. So few buttons, a few more presses will do. Ecstatic, Ando pushed the stick, causing chaos. Unfortunately, he messed up the direction. The loud noise triggered the base alarm, and Ando quickly grabbed the controls, darting around like a headless chicken. Flying a spaceship isn't like playing a video game. He still couldn't figure out how to steer, and time was ticking. He randomly pressed buttons, causing the ship to zigzag through the base. So sturdy, still intact after all those crashes. The Imperial soldiers were flabbergasted, thinking, how can a regular person be flying a spaceship? But rebellion isn't a game. They quickly opened fire. Ando realized there was no time to waste. He figured out how to activate the weapons, thinking of the Imperial soldiers as perfect practice targets. But the doors had already closed, and he was in a panic. Suddenly a red dot appeared on the radar, and he hurriedly dodged the ship. He knew there would be a straggler. In a pinch, Ando prepped the laser, but, of course, the buttons decided to play dead. Watching the Imperial soldier getting ready to launch a rocket, Ando desperately attempted to fire back, but his luck ran out with a short circuit. With no other choice, he tried a few times and discovered that the laser was actually quite powerful, a light bulb moment. If only he could fire it a few more times, he could just blast a hole in the wall and impromptu stress relief plan. But he still couldn't figure out how to take off. The ship awkwardly parked at the cliff while two more red dots appeared behind him. The commotion attracted the Empire's patrols. Ando just wanted to escape the spaceship Carnival, but clearly he was still a novice. The ship was bumping around the canyon like a bumper car, and he had to give props to the durability of this test machine. The pursuing soldiers' machine guns couldn't touch him. As Ando gained control of the ship, he schemed on how to shake off the pursuers. Upon noticing a narrow tunnel ahead, he decisively launched a rocket, instantly burying the relentless pursuers deep within the tunnel's shadows. What an exceptionally clever move. Breathing a sigh of relief, he activated the space jump towards the rendezvous planet, only to be greeted by the sight of a downed ship. His heart raced as he called out to his companions, his gun feeling like a hot potato in his hand as he rushed forward. However, strange voices echoed through the jungle, and Ando still wore the Imperial pilot uniform, leading to a case of mistaken identity. The rebels mistook him for an Imperial soldier. Despite Ando's desperate protests, they unceremoniously tackled him to the ground. They won't trust anyone till verified. Ando never expected 3 days' absence would lead to such chaos. Luckily, he stole a test ship, and none of the rebels could pilot it. They were all grounded after their ship crashed. It was like being stranded on a desert island, with all hopes resting on a tiny boat for escape. However, the tiny boat had a limited capacity and couldn't take everyone at once. Trust among the rebels had already eroded. No one could guarantee that those who left would return. Luckily for Ando, he was safe for now. He was the only pilot around. The rebel mechanic wanted to learn to pilot, but that would end up just like Ando's first attempts, total chaos. The incident made those on ground think he was shooting to escape, escalating tensions. They started hurling accusations at each other, and the mechanic even insulted the families, sparking a full-on family feud. The mechanic tried to escape amidst the chaos, but was immediately caught. Now that he was dead, Ando became their only hope. However, the disappearance of the test ship didn't trigger any alarms of the Empire. They diverted their attention to another planet. Their target, a fabric woven from spider silk, thanks to the abundant minerals on that planet. After all, this mineral was perfect for the Death Star, and they seemed to have other plans.